New Approach selects extraordinary men and women to share their stories of how they overcame insurmountable odds. New Approach also creates a platform for them to market their business product or service through broadcasted videos. Welcome to New Approach. I'm your host, Janine Mitchell. On today's show, I have my guest, Cheryl Smith of Collaboration Station. She's here to tell about some of her additional programs that she's added to her organization. Welcome back.
Thank you so much. It's good to be back.
Glad to have you. So you have added 2 additional programs. One is called CHAP.
Yes.
Which is like a Meals on Wheels delivery.
Yes, it's a Meals on Wheels program. Yes. Collaboration Station is a 17-year-old agency, 501c3 tax exempt, and our whole focus is to help low-income people bridge the gap between being dependent on public benefits to actually being able to support themselves without having to be dependent on public benefits. There are multiple generations of people who find themselves in that situation all the time, and so to stop that cycle, our agency was kind of born into that, and that's our focus and our mission. So we have 2 primary programs, which is a work transitional program for people who are low income and need an opportunity to transition into a job. And then we have our entrepreneurship program for low income people who have a wonderful business idea but are a little bit stuck as to how they can get it started and then see it grow. One of the unique things about our Meals on Wheels program is that it's not frozen food, it is fresh food. We believe in food as medicine, and so it's home cooked on the day that you receive it. And you get a variety of foods. But in addition to that, because we focus on the health and well-being of a person and how food can help them, it is also available to people who might be not quite 60, but also have different health concerns that they need addressed.
What stands out of all the other Meals on Wheels type programs about your organization? What's different between CHAP and maybe other food delivery services?
Yeah, one of the main things is the fact that we actually produce the food usually on the day that they received it. We have real chefs, and that gets back to our transitional work program. We have people who have culinary experience who actually prepare the food. We have been told it's a very different type of food menu. We do some Italian, we do a lot of soul food cooking. We also do some Mexican as well. And you may even at one point or another see some Jamaican food in there. So,
okay.
So you know.
Okay, is that part of your heritage?
Just a little bit.
Why that name? Why small business food?
Well, actually, because a lot of the times with the small business, especially when you are starting out as a low-income person, you may not have credit, you may have bad credit, you may have no credit at all, you don't know where to start, and all those kinds of things. You're really starting from scratch. Mm-hmm. And starting from scratch, you want someone who has an understanding of how to start a business and grow a business from where you are, not from where a system may tell you in order for us to give you money, you need to have this, you need to have that, you need to have that. We actually help the entrepreneur from where they literally are right then, helping them to shape and mold their idea so that they can move it from an idea to, I have my first customer, to, I have a contract, and I'm really doing this business.
I was kind of at my wit's end. I had a felonious assault on my record. Even though it was old, over 7 years, it was still causing some stipulations or some problems rather when it came to getting employment. Really trying to find someone that was going to give me a second chance and hire me was not an option at that time. Job and Family Services introduced me to Collaboration Station, and I became interested in their entrepreneurship program. I realized that this is what I wanted to do, something that I wanted to focus on, because it's something that I could do for myself, and I wouldn't have to worry about what my record would do and what people would think, because once I'm out there in the limelight, people are seeing me for my shoes. Once I got to that point, they had the ID fund, and so that's what was used for me to get my licenses and to get my federal ID number. I have my business card. I'm ready to purchase. I have my vendor's license so I can go to different events, all of which is needed if you're going to have a business. If you don't have it, then all the work that you've done prior is for nothing, because you can't sell anything without a license. You can't buy anything without a license. Well, I take that back, you could, but at some point you're going to get in trouble, and who wants that? You're back at ground zero. Once you get into the program, you're forced to break it down and see, you take one step at a time, you'll be able to accomplish your ending goal, which is having your own company. It's really helpful because it doesn't put the light out of people's dreams because they don't have money.
What does the Small Business Online course offer for both sides, nonprofit and for-profit?
Absolutely, and it's so wonderful that you mentioned that because that's one of the things we just added to the small business program. We used to do it traditionally in the classroom, but of course, because of the pandemic concerns, we've moved everything online. And we're so excited to have Santa Clara University as our college partner, accredited university from California, no less, who has partnered with us for the classroom portion. So you take all of that online and get your business certificate from the Levy School of Business of that university as having gotten experience in small business startup in terms of your classroom. And then you can also get a second certification as well in terms of expansion of a business as well. So that's always the first part of anything that we do is to educate you first, and then we move on to the coaching. We have coaching in 4 different areas, and one of them is, of course, to get your business plan written. In our program, you get your business plan written for you and with the assistance of one of our business plan coaches. Okay. We also have the vision caster who helps you formulate and form your vision and help you figure out where you're going to start to be able to get clients. And then we also have 2 other components that talk about 2 other speakers that talk about the marketing component, and then also how to go about getting financing, whether it's a loan or a grant. We actually have partnerships with a couple of funders who want to give you loans in reference to starting your business. And you get coached right into that because the objective is to give you a yes for the money. And then if you're a nonprofit, we actually coach you on how to write your first couple of grants so that you can get started money.
We all been affected horribly because of this disease called coronavirus. And it's been a pandemic and it's affected us on so many different levels. And there's been some good things and some bad things, but there has definitely been purpose. I've seen purpose in the pandemic.
Yeah.
I want to hear about, you have the stadium program. Explain a little bit about that and how the pandemic had affected that.
When the pandemic happened, all of that, which is considered food and entertainment or sports and entertainment, got shut down first before the state even shut down. And with that, that also brought to an end about 1/3 of our income as a nonprofit agency. Wow. And so the challenge has been, how do we make a comeback from that? And where things have kind of leveled off have been with, in a lot of ways, the Meals on Wheels program, because people are quarantined and especially our seniors are not able to get out. We had an increase on that end. So that allows us to still be able to put some of our people in the transitional work program to work.
And see, that's the purpose,
but at the same time, also help seniors. So it's like a community service inside a community service.
Right.
And it's been increased. We're up to 435 meals a week now.
Wow, look at that growth.
Yeah, because of the virus.
Right. Who knows, could be watching, who could be, wanting to even give you more. I speak that, she'll get more funding.
Okay, I receive it.
Because of what she's doing.
I receive it.
You know what I mean? Because people, they may be having an awakening, like, you know what, I don't want to go back to my job.
Yeah, exactly.
I want to actually, train and get coaching and get ready for entrepreneurship because that's what I feel like I'm gifted at. Is there anything you can share that is just words of encouragement?
Oh, sure. Hey, to my entrepreneurs, now is the time. Now is the time. I know it seems like it's not, but now really is the time. It's very important to redeem the time, and not to take any of the timing that we're in or any of the times that we're in now for granted. Now is the time to dig in and look at what is the new thing that I
like what you said about braiding it. I like that. I love that. I need a t-shirt that says braiding. I like that.
Absolutely, because it is definitely the time for the brave, for the courageous.
Yes,
you definitely want to, if you have that business idea, the focus now is to figure out how do I use the pandemic to create and grow my business, not run away from it because the pandemic has shut some things down.
Right.
And I want to encourage you to look for that strategy. And if you need help, we are here to help you.
Now, one of the things that really touched me that I think, I could just tell that your heart was just smiling. When you said that when your name was, you were able to, your name on the certificate.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I was like, now see that, I think that you just like were so touched by that and that growth and just that accomplishment. To see something that you have been working for and to see that to have that growth in that and to see your name on those, just writing off on the certificates.
To have a national accredited university actually see the value in what you do as a very small business owner, to say, hey, we have a program that might be geared toward the people that you serve. And wow, I mean, they were loving it. They were loving it. Like, how quickly can we see what we can do to put a partnership together for you, and so that we can help more of the clients that you're helping. And in fact, as a result of that, and shout out to Trish for being so instrumental in putting our partnership agreement with together with Santa Clara University. As a part of that, and as a result of that, we were able to also get additional national funding from the National Development Corporation out of New York.
Wow, that's amazing.
To help us advance this whole piece. And all of this came about on just a meeting of someone pre-pandemic, Mr. Michael Elliott.
Now see, that's the thing.
It just came
You don't know who can have you on their mind.
Yes!
You know what I mean? You didn't know that was going to happen. But
No.
if you were just like, oh, woe is me, and but you just kept moving,
Mm-hmm.
and somebody seen the vision, ran with the vision,
Mm-hmm.
okay?
Mm-hmm.
But you had to write it down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You had something that was probably in the past that you kind of like,
Yeah,
I think you said it was something that was, it started out one way, but then, you said that God took it another way. Never despise small beginnings.
Absolutely.
This
Absolutely.
is a small beginning. Actually, what you're seeing right now is a small beginning.
Yes. So, I mean, it's time for you to begin right now, but God cannot grow it if you ain't working it.
That's right.
You have to work it, whatever you have.
like Cheryl was saying.
Yeah, I mean, whatever you have, work it. It's, I don't have enough of this, I don't have enough of that, I don't have enough money, I don't have the right clothes, I don't have the right contacts. Jesus don't care about that. Work your hand.
You take one
work what you have.
Right. If you take one step, you take another. And then next you know.
Yeah,
and that's why every time you're taking a step, then next you know you meet somebody that you didn't realize that it was divine connection. And then look.
Absolutely, and it truly was.
Small business guru.
Yeah, it truly was. It truly was. And many thanks to those who have been partnering with us, like Mr. Elliott, like Santa Clara University, and Trish and them over there. Because really, all of the things that are starting to come of that, and never would have thought that it would have started to grow in a pandemic. You have to be diligent and persistent and consistent in what you're doing, and you will see doors open up.
Yes.
It will happen.
Yes.
And you got to not only believe that and have the faith
That's right.
in that, but you also got to work that.
You don't even need mustard seed. Can you imagine? Mustard seed with mountain seed, now she can stir, right? Tell the viewers, what can we expect in the future for a collaboration station?
Oh my goodness. I don't even know. Well, one of the things that I think that we're going to be experiencing is a growth or expansion of our small business guru program, because we really believe in people creating a business for themselves and being able to support themselves with their own hands. So definitely an expansion of that. And there will also be an expansion of our Meals on Wheels. Don't be surprised if you hear us talking about medical nutrition therapy with a medical practice in the future around that. Because having healthy food to be able to stabilize your personal health is very important at any age.
Exactly.
And being able to do that, not just as a senior and not just as disabled, but even we have a few clients who are in their 30s because they have chronic or acute health conditions that seems like it's cutting their life short. But no, if you get the assistance that you need, part of that is eating healthy, then you can live a long time and live a wonderful life. So that will be what's in the future for us.
Well, all right. I look forward to seeing that happen.
Awesome.
I believe it can.
Oh, awesome. Thank you.
How can they get in contact with you? Give them all your social
Oh,
platforms.
awesome, because we can always use volunteers for all the things that we do. Our office number is 216-777-2136. Go to those pages in the contact us and reach out to us that way. Absolutely, we we'd love to hear from you and help you if we can.
Thank you for tuning in to another episode. Take care of yourself. Stay encouraged. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.